This show is part of the Drowning Man Podcast Network. Visit drowningmanpodcasts.com.
Sort of. But
Wait, is cardioid or hypercardioid?
these are...
That's a heart thing, right?
Because it's heart. Because the pickup is heart shaped. Like seriously, that's where that name comes from. It's fucking stupid.
It's where the air gets mixed into the fuel.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
No, you're thinking of that thing when you heat up a wound to stop it from bleeding.
Oh, capitalizing?
It's fucking close, dude.
You're wasting all the time. Another hour gone. Did you hear the chime? You're wasting all the time.
Recorded for Thursday, April 11th, 2019. And welcome to Wasting All the Time,
A podcast.
My name is Dave.
I'm John.
I'm Cody.
And returning once again,
through brute force.
trauma,
Yeah.
it is our friend,
I'm Mike.
Michael Bowles. Welcome back, Mike.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. The drive over here was kind of awful, but everything else has been great.
Just kind of awful.
Yeah, I mean it was lightly raining, and there was
the
light
horror.
traffic,
Oh no.
so it was just mildly bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Well, hopefully we can keep that trend going.
No problem.
All right, let's kick things off. Wait, no. This is episode 315, like I said.
That was good.
And this is an improv comedy podcast.
Yes.
We do segments. Mm-hmm. Let's do the first one now.
I like it.
Twitter shins.
Welcome to Twittershins Rapidballs, where we find the top 3 tweets on the entire internet. Give them the old 1-2. Work them into shape. Be careful not to punch over our alcohol, and we read them for your listening pleasure because alcohol is more valuable than me. Number 3 from TNSE Crete Boy Diamond at Boy Crete, probably. Who want to get checkmated? Horse emoji. Dave.
Well, howdy there, boy Crete. How y'all doing? Look, no one wants to get checkmated. I understand that if you've ever played the intelligent game of chess before, you know that that whole checkmate thing is it's a bit of a bad omen, if you will, for the future of your king. And if you don't have a queen left, well, there's not much else you can do. Now, if you do have a queen left, there are some options, probably. Oh, wait, no, this is the checkmate part. Checkmate. Maybe this is the end. Keep an eye out.
It's like the opening to a Disney ride. John, rebuttal.
All right, you don't want to know who's going to get checkmated? Who wants to get checkmated? It's this cowboy motherfucker who's going to get in the ring with me and play some chess next Saturday night. Next Saturday night, it is the World Chess Open between cowboy motherfucker over here and me, your friend, Sandy Rivers. So be there or be a wrestling fan.
Everybody knows chess is fake. Mike, counter rebuttal.
I'm sorry, what was that? You have a problem with who want to get, hold on, let me check my glasses here. Who want to get checkmated? Why, me and my dad play in the park every Thursday. We like playing the checkers. That's a lot of fun. So, yeah, I think the best thing to do is to go ahead and move that guy all the way to the front and get him a king.
It's definitely the exact game we were talking about.
Yes.
Number 2 from YC at, God damn it, YC031688875. You're not cool. Stop putting numbers in your Twitter
Actually,
handle.
YC stands for you're cool.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, well. Fine, whatever. That's cool. Let's just do your segment, Dave. Hey, what do we want to do? I'm playing Identity 5. Fancy a game, Mike?
I don't really know what Identity 5 is. Last game I played was stick hoop. We took a hoop and we hit it with a stick and ran around. It was great. But Oh, what's these fancy 5 fancy a game? Get out of here. YC03168875. Gotta get my glasses checked. Get out!
The DLC for Stick Hoop was awful. John, rebuttal!
I, Sandy Rivers, will take any fool who wants to play me in Identity 5. I have a chess tournament next Saturday, so I can't do then. But maybe the next week, I can own your ass at Identity 5. Play me at Sandy Rivers, Wrestler Guy 69.
Of course. Good thing he knew exactly what the game was. Dave, counter rebuttal.
Oh, hey there, YC. Guess what? I'm glad that you talked to me about which identity you're using right now, because I'm actually using Identity 7. And you know what? This is actually a good combination. If you've done all the reading in the book about backstory, now we actually know each other officially, so we don't have to hide from all the other spooks.
Dave is turning this into a fiasco. And the top #1 tweet from the entire internet tubulosphere from Miro at Outro Mark. Guys, how should I have my hair for prom? Please help. Crying emoji face. Dave!
Oh, Miro. It's prom night, is it? Boy, I remember those days. Yeah, I asked Linda out to the prom with me. Back then we called it dance. And, you know, my dad drove me and the Studebaker went over and picked her up and had a good old time. When she had her hair, it was up. I liked it. I recommend it.
You want Dave to like you? Put your hair up. John, rebuttal.
All right, dear. So what you're going to want to do right now, kind of the sort of messy, ringlets, but not on purpose sort of thing is in right now. So we're going to get you an appointment with a savage ass hairstylist, and they're going to work their magic. They're going to put it up a little bit, but a little messy. So your date's going to really enjoy that. And, very little product. And we're going to get you in the ring. And you're going to pin that date. You're going to pin that date. And you're going to take it all the way home.
Jesus. I wish Sandy Rivers had talked to my prom dates. Mike, counter rebuttal.
I think the best thing you could possibly do with that hair is to cut it off. All of it, just cut it off. Shave that sucker. Make sure it glows in the light of those prom lights as they lightly drift down on you. Dancing with your mate in the middle of that dance floor. Give it all up. Do it. Make sure you rub some oil on that sucker. Make it pop.
Lots of advice for all the way going. This has been a liberating edition of
I love that you always play live guitar on these.
Yeah. All right. Now that we've done that, let's move it right along.
Yeah, let's. What have you been up to? To what have you been?
Oh, that was every time he just gets me. It's so smooth.
Oh, Mike, since you're the returning guest, we make you talk about what you have been up to since last time you were on.
Ooh, well, that's interesting. I feel like the last time I was on, I'm not sure if I had done Putnam, so I don't think I've been in a show.
Yeah, spelling bee.
Been on. Spelling bee.
Spelling bee. Spelling bee.
I did a whole bunch of shows last year, like a boatload of shows. So I was like, hey, you know what I'm going to do this year? Not do that.
And after every show, all right, I'm finally taking a break. I'm not doing any more shows. Hey, Mike, if you're on Saturday, no, I got rehearsals. Hey, so you weren't doing any shows, just this one show.
I think there's a show at the end of the year I'm going to audition for, though. It doesn't matter. Otherwise, I've been playing a lot of video games. I just picked up Monster Prom, which is a really fun, sort of modern take on the dating sims of the 90s.
Oh, fun.
But it's multiplayer, and you get a lot of interesting interactions.
So not like Minecraft?
No, I thought about downloading No Man's Sky recently, though. I heard you talking about that recently.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Last time I played it, I got my S-Class Exotic. And I was really
Nice.
excited. So, yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Very cool. I've been working a lot and singing
Nice.
and podcasting.
You're a fiend lately. You were getting shit done.
I just had a fun episode of Catch Me Up where Lisa Christensen had me watch The Count of Monte Cristo
Great sandwich.
from 2002.
So good.
And also, your I listened to it because it's amazing. And your refusal to pronounce it any other way than Monte Cristo. And Lisa going, Monte Cristo. What's this? She's like, oh, it's Count of Monte Cristo. Yes, you watched The Count of Monte Cristo.
I didn't correct her.
No. It was delightful. Just check it out.
It was wonderful. Great interview. And that's really what I've been up to.
Captain J. Yancey, yeah.
I've been up to much of the same stuff that Dave's been up to. It's been a crazy week, just all kinds of singing stuff, and then another week or so it's Easter.
Heyo.
Which you
That
guys
would be
you
madness.
have nothing going on during
Nothing
this time,
going on, no.
being Catholic.
Yeah. Well, I am. Dave's not.
I just work for them.
Yeah.
I'm getting a new tattoo. That's
Whoa.
my thing. Inspired by my motorcycle accident.
Cool.
It's just going to be you wiping out.
It's this whole it's a chest piece, the whole chest and back.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to get the Litany Against Fear from Dune on my left shoulder.
Oh, nice.
Fear's the mind killer.
Fear's
How
the
much
mind
of it?
All of it,
Okay.
the whole thing.
And can you do it right now?
No, like it's the bit. It's like I must not fear. Fear is the mind killer. Fear is a little death that brings total obliteration. I will face my fear. I will permit my fear to pass over me and through me. And when the fear has passed, I will turn my inner eye to see its path. And where the fear has gone, there will be nothing. Only I will remain.
Yeah. And when it has passed, I'll turn the inner eye to see its path.
That's
so
it.
where the fear has gone.
It's that's the part where I like all the little bits I mess up. I know the idea of it, but that's so now I can get it tattooed and I can always be like, oh yeah, I can just look down at my arm and be like, that's it. That is my thing. That's my big thing. And it's going to be a while because tattoos are expensive.
Mm.
Yeah.
And I just, repaired my motorcycle. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Bryce did it, but you know what I mean.
Heyo.
I mean, tattoos are only expensive if you want them to be in any way good.
I mean, yeah. It's text, so I hope the tattoo artist has good handwriting. Mr. Bowles has.
I was going through a really terrible part of my life, and I just memorized it and would repeat it over and over again.
Ooh, there you
I wouldn't say it was a good reason I memorized it. I did, too. The funny thing, though, is I memorized To Be or Not to Be in high school, literally just to pretend that I was better than everyone else. But if anyone else knows, if you're like, oh, hey, remember that guy who memorized To Be or Not to Be? Any single person's like, okay, cool. I'm going to go ahead and notch him two pegs down on the coolness chart.
One I did memorize, you might have this nerd up with me, is the Jedi Code.
Okay.
There's no emotion, there's peace. There's no passion, there's serenity.
Yeah.
There is no ignorance, there's knowledge, there's no chaos, there's harmony, there's no death, there's the Force. Yeah, I forgot the Sith one, but I remember the Jedi one. So there you go.
Yeah, I did a...
Ladies.
I did a Star Wars answer on Quora, and someone posted the Sith one in response to it.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's a little weird, actually. KOTOR.
It was a little off topic. But
what, the Sith code was a little off topic?
well, for what the subject at hand was, because someone was
According to 17th century historical texts, I have to wonder.
yeah.
I memorized my phone number.
All right.
I think it's about time we moved it right along, don't you?
Okay.
Don't
Yes.
you?
Yes.
Sorry, the burp was the acknowledgement.
I
Yes.
memorized The Night Before Christmas in elementary school
Oh, God.
as part of a contest, but I lost the contest
Good.
because I got to the part where it's the moon on the breast of the new fallen snow, and I didn't want to say the word breast. I chickened out,
Wow.
and so I lost.
Did you say
But
like
I
the
had
moon?
the whole. I had the whole thing memorized, and I just got to that line. I was like, I'm embarrassed to say this word.
No.
I didn't say that. I just caved. I just said the moon. Like
Or just the moon on the boobs of the new fallen snow. There we go.
Hold on, I have a new message or a new scene suggestion for you guys. Don't worry about it.
So the moon on the tits of the new fallen snows,
The moon on the memories of the new fallen snow.
All right, like I said, let's move it right along.
But we were talking about boobs.
Upwards, downwards, forwards, backwards. I say we go Fruitwards.
Well, now it's time to play Fruitwards. Fruitwards is a game we play utilizing cards of two kinds and colors. Red cards are nouns and green cards are adjectives. We will draw one card of each color and improvise a scene inspired by these words. David, draw the cards.
Okay,
I don't know what I expected, but that wasn't it.
let's do retro negotiation.
All right, Commander. The shuttle looks like it's approaching the atmosphere. So if we're gonna go ahead and have you slow down the shuttle so you don't come into the atmosphere too fast, we're gonna have you have a safe landing. So please go ahead and engage your retro thrusters.
Absolutely.
Now.
Retros engaged.
Okay, go ahead and
10%.
go and engage them a little more, Commander. You have to slow the shuttle down to a safe speed.
Oh, okay.
Commander.
12%. 12% retros. We
shit.
are retroing right now.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Commander, I don't know. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're not taking this seriously. Maybe the kind of the authority has gone to your head, but you realize how hot the shuttle is coming in right now.
Mhm.
And
Look, I said 10.
Yeah.
You were like,
Yeah.
more, so I did more.
yeah.
Well,
10
how much do you think I should do?
I mean, I can't. I'm not technically allowed to advise you.
How much?
You were the shuttle like 50% at least. At least 50%.
What about, I'll do 25.
I okay. I mean, if you want to play hardball, we can play hardball, Commander. If that's what you're here for. That's what you're here for, is play
Look.
hardball with the shuttle's retro rockets.
You know,
Do you have Ensign Smith on there with you?
yeah, he's here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hey, Ensign Smith.
Yeah, what's up?
Commander wants to keep the retro rockets at a maximum of 25% when you guys are coming in. Does that sound good to you? Does that sound like
25%? I don't think I can do that. 22.5 maybe?
No, we're going the other way.
Well, he said 50.
He said 50.
So I said
at least
25.
50. At least 50.
I just think 25 is not enough. I think 20% perhaps.
I mean, I was better with that. I started at 10. So.
Oh, we can
But
go back.
I don't think he's willing to budge. That's really
fair.
not.
I mean,
not in good
20% sounds
faith.
good then.
It's not a good faith negotiation tactic.
I'm 20. I mean, first of all, he started off with 10, Ensign. I don't know if you know that. He started off with 10.
Yeah, I came to you,
Yeah,
towards you.
that's what you're doing rapidly, and that's what I'm trying to prevent.
That's why we should go back to 15, I think.
I think so. I think, if he's not going to negotiate in good faith, then I'm just going to go back down to, we'll do
call.
12. 12,
Yeah.
12 is a cool
12's good.
number.
You know what? 10. Let's go to 10.
Yeah. I like
Okay.
how 12 is like divisible by so many different things.
Now, who's not being in
I
good
like that,
faith?
yeah.
You've rejected everything and gone back to your initial amount. That is clearly outside the bounds of propriety.
Hello,
here.
this is Sergeant Vasily.
Hey,
Yeah. So, in the old days, we didn't even have the heat shields at all. We didn't have the retro boosters. So I think we should set it down to 5%.
yeah.
Duh.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
5. That's like catastrophic.
Fuck you, Kasok.
I've seen this guy fly a ship. It's 5%, I think, is good. If he
You
if
just
he
do
knows
some
what he's
extra loop-de-loops,
Oops, we lost the wings. That shouldn't worry too much. 2% maybe?
We didn't need him in space.
Sputnik had
you're
no
right.
wings.
Good point.
It was just like potato.
I didn't see it, so probably.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, we should be there. We're making good time.
Yeah.
We should be there pretty soon.
I'll roll out the carpet for you guys.
Thank you. Glad you're so agreeable all of a sudden.
What? Don't know. No, Dad, you don't know how to give me a look.
How about tragic war? Because
What is this? Michael Bowles cards?
Okay, look. I understand. All right, we've been through this. It was a long and trying event, but it's hard sometimes to lose a card game. And I've played this game with you so many times, and why do you always win? Okay.
look, I mean, I'm not going to play easy just because, you have a soft spot. I mean, I have offered to play other games with you, Crazy Eights.
No, there's one card game that we will play, and I will beat you on it.
Spoon.
We tried Spoon once. It didn't work.
Yeah, you impaled yourself with the spoon.
I still have the limp.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why we only play this game now. And I get it. I just
You want to play
wish.
Go Fish? I'm not going to go easy on you if we're playing War. Okay.
I know. Sometimes there's like a dichotomy, right? There's war and peace. Maybe just give me a little bit here.
I have the piece.
I get it.
I write the history at this point.
I've read the history books.
Mm-hmm.
You keep them in a ledger
Mm-hmm.
in your kitchen.
Yeah, I'm going to convert it to digital at some point. And I will start a religion.
What religion are you going to start?
I don't have a good name yet. That is the only thing holding me back.
That's fair.
Do you want to lose at War again, or do you want to play a different game?
There's just been so many losses. I don't know if I can keep this up, but I need to win.
Okay, you teach me a game. Make up some game where you're the winner.
Okay, so, all right, okay, fine. You know what? All right, fine. Here's your cards.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my cards.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this game's called War.
Okay.
Okay, are you ready to play it?
Sounds familiar.
Okay, all right.
What do I do?
Okay, well, you know the game War?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're going to play that.
That was delightful.
My favorite thing about that is that War.
Never changes?
It,
In the
What is
grim
it good for?
darkness of the future, there's only war.
my understanding of the card game War
I've never played it. I have no
is
idea.
that it is entirely random. There is no strategy involved.
Correct.
You just
100%
you
chance.
just turn over cards at each other.
Then that is tragic.
Yes. Oh God, dude. Yes, it's
Nice.
Moichiro.
Yeah, let's do another one. Let's make it Clueless Podcast.
Hey,
And that is our cue to move it right along.
Hi, I'm
I
Dave.
feel attacked.
This game got to the very heart of me, and I'm here for it.
Oh.
And I can't stop crying.
Oh.
All right, it is time to move it right
Louder
along.
for the people in the back.
Let's take a quick break, get our shit together, and we'll be right back right after this. Well, hey there, folks. It's me again, back from the earlier section of the show where we did the Twitter shins. Well, I'm here to tell you that if you have any inclination to contact these guys, and, well, I highly recommend that you do, then you'll want to go over to wastingallthetime.com/contact. There you can leave listener-suggested scenes, questiones, words for Fruitwards, and other general commentary. If you want to find them on Twitter, they're at TimeWastePod. You can look them up on Facebook. They're there. Facebook.com/TimeWastePod. If you're really getting a kick out of this and you haven't already, then head on over to Patreon.com/TimeWastePod and become a supporter of the show for as little as $1 per month. And that's a meager sum that most people can support. One more thing. The guys told me that in all these contact sections, they've been neglecting to say there's a hotline. You can call that at area code 916-235-3337 and leave voicemails and send text messages, stuff like that. And if you do so, well, they might just play it on the show. And wouldn't that be something? Kind of like a Hollywood dream. Hearing your own voice over the telephone on a podcast that you then listen to on a phone, probably. Back to the show. Welcome back.
Wow, that was edifying.
It was. There was so much edification.
I don't know what edifying means.
Good. Let's move on to the next segment.
It's the Improv Game of the Week.
Well, every other week on the podcast, I choose an improv game and we try to play it. And this week's improv game is called The Consultant.
Ooh.
Oh.
3 or more players. 1 player is a consultant. 1 player is a project lead. and all other players are employees on the project team needing consultation. The project lead introduces to the rest of the project team the consultant that they hired to help solve a problem. The consultant then provides outrageous recommendations, which the project lead attempts to justify and sell to the team. The scene ends once all team members are on board or have left the room.
All right, guys, thanks for coming in. Something I really want to talk to you about. I know we've been working on this building plan for a while, okay? Like, obviously, we've been having some trouble with the foundation. We've had some difficulty with the property manager. But don't worry about it, because I think I got it all sorted out. Go ahead and take a gander. Look over at this person sitting in the corner. I know they've been sitting there. Weird. Haven't introduced them. This is Barry, Mary, Larry. They're coming in to help.
Barry.
Hi, Barry, Mary,
Hi,
Larry.
Barry.
Hi, Barry.
I'm the gentleman who's been sitting in the dark corner.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I really love the aesthetic.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a condition of my hire.
I have it written in the contract.
Yeah. So I'm sort of a fixer, if you will, with these construction projects.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hear what you have to say about your project and what's been going right and what's been going wrong.
Okay.
And we're gonna go
Good.
right down the middle.
Between right and wrong?
So why don't you tell me what is going right?
See, this guy, I love this guy. Todd Bod, why don't you tell him about the foundations?
It's just Todd. The foundations got poured early. The weather was really cooperative, so everything dried up really quickly. They settled. We didn't have to come back and even do secondary repours. The shaping went through really easily, and even setting the framework outside the foundations once they got placed.
Okay,
went
interesting.
ahead of schedule and under budget.
That does sound good. Now, I did hear there was a problem with the foundation, so you tell me what's gone wrong.
It's backwards.
I see.
It's perfect in every way, ahead of schedule, under budget, but it's backwards.
So your north face is now south face.
Yes. Yes.
That
This is why I like
upsetting.
Lysandra. Shoot straight.
All right.
It's just sandy.
Uh-huh.
So here's what I'm going to recommend for starters. Plant a lot of trees.
It's a good idea. It's a good idea. We should do this.
Okay.
What we're going to do is we're going to plant a perimeter of trees around the entire building.
Uh-huh.
We'll be able to cut a path through later. And once you get to a fully grown tree, we'll build a tree house on top, cover that in soil, and plant another tree. How many stories high are you going with this building?
Todd Bod, you got the numbers on that?
40.
40 stories.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to take a handful of trees growing on top of other trees. But we can get there.
I'm really into this. Lysandra, can you get us some of those Japanese cherry trees?
Yeah, I can. I feel like maybe this is not the best way of solving this particular problem. I was thinking more along the lines of like maybe we could, I don't know, like just reorient the building design a little bit. Like
We just get the new permits. All it just takes is another round of permitting.
It's gonna cost too much. But the thing is, this
Bryce,
tree idea,
Bryce.
it holds water.
Was that a pun? Bryce?
The tree idea?
Yeah, the
Listen.
holding water? Was that?
Listen, Todd Bod, you've been giving me a lot of flack lately, and you're sitting there telling me good things about the foundations, and Lysandra over here is walking in like,
Let me stop
they're
you
background.
sandy,
right
just sandy
here.
still.
Infighting is never going to get you to where you need to be.
That's what, yeah.
Thank you, Barry, Larry, Mary.
So if at any point you feel like that you are in conflict, I need you to go outside and walk around the building.
I mean, everything's fine. I just wanted to make sure it was a pun, that I wasn't taking Bryce too seriously when he said something about holding water.
I'm always serious.
So that wasn't a pun.
You should know this. It was not a pun.
It's a condition of my contract that there be no punnery around me.
I didn't know that. So, okay, so it wasn't a pun.
No, I have it written here on page 2.
Trees hold water. Okay.
You have a pun clause in your contract?
I sure do.
He's very specific.
Okay. So maybe I missed something. You want us to plant trees on top of trees,
That's right.
and that's going to fix the orientation problem of the building.
It will put the entire building into shade. Therefore, the north face, southern face won't make any difference anymore.
See, this guy knows what he's talking about. I really appreciate that. Barry, why don't you give us one of your other great ideas?
All right. Well, I'm going to need to know another problem. So we'll start over here this time.
Okay.
Got to keep it balanced. Tell me something that's going right.
Something that's going right. Got great stuff going on with the city. City has been very cooperative in approving our permits, and in helping us out with all the surrounding infrastructure. The roadways and whatnot to access the building.
That's great. That's great. Now you tell me what's not going right.
Okay, I'm honestly surprised Sandy didn't bring this up. The mayor who's pushing all this through and getting everything done is attaching his name to our whole project like a political billboard. Everything we do, he's riding on our coattails, and his very controversial political stances are not something that we want really like associated with the business.
I'm going to be honest, Barry, Carrie, Mary. I don't really like the mayor.
All right. Well, here's what I'm going to say. This is going to fix your whole problem. Double down with the mayor. You need to go ahead and get all of your people on his side. You need to go out and start drumming up support for the mayor.
Yeah.
Institute a strong mayor system in the city. Get him all the way to the top, because you will not get this building done without his full support.
It's good. Lysandra, I'm going to need you going on a date with that mayor.
Sandy, I'm not going on a date with the mayor. Number one, I'm married. Number two, he's also married. And number three, what are we even talking about? Going on a date with him?
We're talking about a building project that needs to happen.
You're right, Lysandra. I apologize. That was sexist of me. Todd Bod, needs you going on a date with that mayor.
No, I don't. I disagree with every single one of his policies.
Listen, we got to drum up support, all right? Carrie Barry Mary over here.
Bryce, you're missing everything. Wow. This is why you got into this spot in the first place, if you're the project lead.
Wow.
God damn it. Mary Barry Larry.
I don't know if you understand me.
You're right.
I'm fishing for a date with the mayor.
You know what? You're in.
And this is how buildings get built.
Sandy, you want to go and work on the permits?
Yeah, sounds good, Todd. Yeah.
I'll report back tomorrow morning.
Break.
I'm angling for a date with the mayor. That fucking caught me out of nowhere. That was brilliant.
We have trouble with this game of getting to the stated game ender.
Yeah.
So maybe we just don't even try that anymore.
I think. Yeah.
That felt like it wound down pretty organically. And I wasn't going like, how am I going to leave the room? No,
Right.
it just, that was a little end cap that it tossed on there. So, okay.
Speaking of end caps,
Oh, that was good.
Ooh.
there's but one more thing that we need to do.
But one.
Speaking of nightcaps.
So, well, gosh darn it, let's do it. Welcome to Cody's Words of Wisdom. Soak up the knowledge.
If you're not allergic to latex, then I don't know where this rubber clown nose is going to fit anywhere in any of your orifices, because they told me before I got here that you had stretched. I find that to be a lie. None of this application has been dropped onto your frame before, and so I said to them, look at this grease. It's all in a puddle. I can't fit my third digit in there, let alone my 14th penguin. He is going to be so upset that I tickled his little fancy, but before he runs off and files a report with HR, they're going to tell him, did you mail those forms in? No, C-3PO's here. He didn't do anything. He tried to tap dance, and both of the piano players shot him in the testicles, and before he rolled away, he said, my fellow Americans, there is nothing upon this beach of a dream that you cannot fly your way to. Look at these granules. They're going to rub you super smooth. Did that pupil get here before I did? No, it did not. It touched itself in every fashion that it could comprehend before the plastic melted, and it ran to Slovakia. Whew.
Did that pupil get here before I did?
Always enjoyable.
Thank you.
We gotta know.
You got pupils punctual.
Gotta find out.
Because if I can't see, that means the pupil is not there. Like eyeball. That's where pupil. That's where I went with that.
Yeah,
that's what I meant.
Not student.
No, there was no carrots and beef broth or anything. Take
Okay.
that, liquid
Well,
use.
thank you, Cody.
You're welcome, I guess.
that was fun.
Yeah.
Now, listeners, if there's anything about this episode that you liked in particular, then please head on over to wastingallthetime.com/vote to let us know about it, because at the end of the year, we're going to take all those submissions. And
I like when people submit to me.
And we're going to make you vote on what were the top 10.
Yes. And if there was anything about the podcast that you disliked in particular, that you really hated, that like maybe you were playing Pokemon Go as you were listening to this, and the sound of it made you just so angry that you decided to delete all of your Pokemon because that's like killing them. Then you can go ahead and tweet that to me
Charizard.
at Jay Hansen himself.
Rhyperior.
That is my personal Twitter, and I never check it. So go ahead and
Oddish.
Do that.
Vile.
The cheat?
Cheat is no. Jesus, Patterson, get your head out of your ass. The cheat.
Looks like a Pokemon.
Tastes like a Pokemon. All right, well, that's it for this episode. Thanks so much for listening. Until next time, my name is Dave.
I'm John.
I'm Cody.
I'm Mike.
And we wasted all of the time. Bon voyage.
Good night, folks.
I'm sorry.
Congratulations. You've made it to the end of another episode of Wasting All the Time, a podcast. If you enjoyed this show, then please consider subscribing on Apple Podcasts or Stitcher, or follow us on Spotify. If you really enjoyed the show, then head on over to patreon.com/timewastepod and become a supporter of our time-wasting efforts. Now, that was a lot of things I just threw at you, so if you forget all of that, just head on over to wastingallthetime.com, and there we have all the answers. Hello, my name is Dave, and I'm the host of the Catch Me Up podcast here on the Drowning Man Podcast Network. If you've ever been in a conversation with friends where they turn to you and say, "What, you haven't seen that?" then this podcast is for you. On this show, I have people come and share with me the films and television shows that have made American pop culture, but that I missed. New episodes come out on the first and third Monday of each month. You can find new episodes and interact with me over at catchmeuppodcast.com.